Hello and welcome to the World Dance Channel. We are a channel dedicated to spreading dance culture, popularizing dance knowledge and teaching around the world. Before the video starts, click on the subscription to follow our channel, click on the bell, you won't miss our update. Let's start on the first chapter of the Picturing World Dance series, Explore the World of Dance. Our first lesson will give you all the basics of ballet. First, ballet originated in Italy, has developed and flourished in France and formed a standardized teaching system in the United Kingdom. Russian ballet is an integration of Italian school, French school and English school, and finally reached its peak. Many excellent Russian choreographer has left a lot of famous classic repertories. Finally, when ballet and modern dance meet in the United States, classical ballet, in the times of change, encountered challenges, and eventually formed a new form of dance, contemporary ballet. Let's give a brief introduction to the development of the ballet in chronological order. The first stage is that narrative ballet originated from the Italian court. The earliest origins were the combination of ancient Greek plays, ancient Rome dumb shows, Italian drama, square plays in mid-age like chain dances, circle dances, line dances, couple dances, French and Italian court dances, ballet de cour, and European folk and ethnic dances. It was called inter-court ballet, ballets d'entrées. During the second period of Enlightenment, the rise of the British and French courts at the beginning of the 18th century was represented by the dancer Jean-Georges Nouvier and three important musicians, choreographers, and dance educators, Jean-Baptiste Lully, Pierre Beauchamp, Molière. Choreographer Philippe Tarioni used point shoes at the first time and replaced traditional French court wear with a thin white dress. In the heyday of the third stage of Russian ballet, with the victory of the Russian Democratic Revolution and the realist literary revolution, the advanced Russian intellectuals, led by the philosopher Belinsky and Chernyshevsky, opened up literary ideas and promoted the development of Russian literature and art, together with the strong support of the Russian Tsar and the arrival of many famous French ballet masters. It can be said that the Russian ballet gathered the essence of French, Italian and British ballet techniques. During this period, classical ballet also experienced from pure classicalism, dramatic ballet, and the classical ballet form we now see, that symphony ballet. In the 1960s, with the American Isadora Duncan's rebellion against ballet bondage, the movement of modern dance was set off. Ballet began to blend elements of modern dance, with new forms and types of dance, contemporary ballet and contemporary dance. Note that the two are different kinds of dances. We'll also go into detail about their differences later. When it comes to ballet, many people should be no strangers to this photo. Yes, even if you don't have any ballet knowledge, you've heard of Swan Lake. It should also be familiar with Tchaikovsky's music. In fact, there are many classic and famous ballet works and dance artists in the history of ballet. Let's take a look at the names of people and classic dances that you have to remember. The next time a friend mentions ballet, you won't be embarrassed to say I just know Swan Lake. The Ballet Comique de la Reine, Queen's Comedy Ballet, in 1581 was recognized as the world's first ballet. In 1661, King Louis XIV established the Royal Academy of Dance in Paris. In the 1770s, ballet performances began to use the palace to change the performance venue and audience viewing, which led to a change in dance techniques and aesthetic concepts. The actor's standing posture is increasingly open, thus formally determining the 5 basic positions of the feet. These 5 open positions become the basis for the development of ballet technology. Professional ballet dancers came into being, and gradually replaced the noble amateur actors. Professional female ballet dancers also began to perform on stage. Ballet performance from basically a kind of self-entertainment social activities, gradually into the theater performing art. The 18th century ballet master, Nouvier, was the most influential choreographer in ballet history, and he first came up with the idea of narrative ballet in the 1760 in his Lettres sur la danse et les ballets, the book of letters on dance and drama, emphasizing that dance is not only a physical skill, but also a tool for theatrical expression and exchange of ideas. Nouvier represents the mainstream of European ballet innovation, embodying the democratic spirit of the Enlightenment, and his pursuits and views are embodied in his book. Influenced by him, his students Jean d'Auberville's dance drama, La Femme Gardée, is still being staged all over the world. Under the impetus of Nouvier's theory, ballet carried out a series of reforms in content, subject matter, music, dance technology, costumes, etc., which enabled ballet to finally be separated from opera, thus forming an independent theater art. By the 18th and 1940s, ballet had ushered in a period of romanticism, which was a golden age in the history of ballet, and had experienced a splendid stage in terms of dance skills, choreography and form of performance. La Sylphide, Giselle, Esmeralda, Pirates and other dance dramas have been produced, a number of ballet talent came out. Unfortunately, this golden age is too short-lived, and in just 10 years there has been stagnation and withering. Beginning in the second half of the 19th century, the center of ballet gradually moved to Russia. Since the 1840s, foreign dancers have been visiting Russia frequently. Teaching activities by father and daughter of Taglioni, 9 Purit, Arthur St. Leon, and especially the students of Bunenville in St. Petersburg and Brass in Moscow have imported the essence of the two major dance schools of French and Italian into the Russian dance field, and gradually formed a new school and Russian dance school. In this ballet revival movement, Marius Petipa from France played a decisive role. In terms of music, the Russian composer Tchaikovsky, through the creation of Swan Lake, Sleeping Beauty and Nutcracker, realized the innovation of dance music, making music become the basis for shaping the image and describing the events in the dance drama, and inspired the choreographer's idea of the dance symphony. Second act of Swan Lake, directed by Petipa's assistant Lev Ivanovich Ivanov, reached its peak in dance poetry and was recognized as an example of symphonic ballet. Later, Grazunov wrote Ramonda, 4 Seasons, these works in the inheritance of romantic ballet and reflects the Russian realism at the same time. From the beginning of the 20th century, Russian ballet had dominated the world ballet industry, with its own classic plays, performance style and teaching system, and the emergence of a number of choreographers and performers. Since then, a group of young Russian performers has called for innovation and exploration of new meanings of dance performance. Michel Fokine discovered that his innovation could not be realized in the imperial ballet, and he rehearsed his work mainly for the ballets Russes. Sergei Diaghilev organized the Ballets Russes seasons for 3 consecutive years from 1909, and in 1913 established the Permanent Theater Company, which had a great impact on touring Europe and the United States. The company sent classical plays preserved by Russia to Europe and contributed to the revival of European ballet. The group was later disbanded, and its members spread to Europe and the United States, making important contributions to the revival or creation of ballet in various countries around the world. At the end of 1929, Serge Liffard, a former member of the Ballets Russes, became a permanent choreographer and principal dancer of the Paris Opera Ballet until 1958. This was followed by many famous Russian ballerinas, who could be said to be the superstars of the era, such as Nijinsky and Anna Pavlova. The French ballet in this period actually underwent some reforms, such as the abolition of the old privilege that sponsors could go backstage to chat with dancers before the play and cancelled the opening ceremony once a week. There are 2 great choreographers in contemporary French ballet, Roland Petit 1965, Notre Dame de Paris, which gained a reputation for brilliance. Maurice Béjart's 1970, The Firebird, also made a good start to his later career. The French opera ballet's reserved repertoire has so far included Giselle, Coppelia and Sylvia. The revival of British ballet was largely due to 3 prominent female masters, Dame Margot Fontaine, who had been the principal of the Royal Ballet for many years, Dame Ninette de Valois, who had built the immortal work for the Royal Ballet, and Dame Marie Rambert, founder of the ballet, who had named herself. There are also festival ballet companies, Scottish ballets and so on. The Royal Danish Ballet is an outstanding national heritage. The dance works of August Bournonville written 100 years ago are still performed in Copenhagen. In 1932, Harold Lander became ballet director of the Royal Danish Ballet until 1952. His choreographic work Etudes touring in France and the UK is a major contribution to the Danish ballet. The American Dance Theater, founded by Balanchine from Russia, was converted into the City Ballet of New York in 1948, where he was artistic director and choreographer, and associate art consultant Jerome Robbins, who developed a typical American ballet style. Another important ballet company is the American Ballet Theater, which began its operation in 1940 and has been directed by Fokine, Marcin, Anthony Tudor, and others. In addition, there are the Joffrey Ballet in the United States, Arthur Mitchell's Dance Theater of Harlem, the first black classical ballet company. From the first performance of Ballet Comique de la Reine, Queen's Comedy Ballet, in 1581 in France, ballet has been recognized as an important part of the cultural heritage, a worldwide artistic language for more than 400 years. Many countries have established their own professional ballet schools and ballet groups. A large number of talents and plays gradually formed their own style. We will go through the story of ballet masters in detail, starting with Louis XIV. Louis XIV, known as the Sun King. What story behind him and why his name had related with ballet? Let's move on to the next. Our story today is here. Welcome to subscribe our channel and leave comment to us to tell us your questions and problems needed to be solved during practicing dance. There is any want us to make a video for your ideas, please email us as well. Thanks for your watching.